Good morning, kids. My son found this old bird's nest. Can you see it? Let's see if I hold it over here. I bet you can see it. Isn't it beautiful? If you come across a bird's nest that is up high or in a wreath, just don't touch it because you don't know, it might be at the beginning stages of being built and a mama might be ready to lay her eggs in it. But this one was on the ground in the woods, and we know it had already been used. So he picked it up and brought it to me. And I just think it's so cool. Can you imagine the mama bird making this nest, taking the time to gather all the bits and pieces? There's twigs and birch bark, and it looks like maybe some bits of a flower and some pine needles. And then imagine all the moments after she wove it together to make sure it was strong and secure. And then once the eggs were laid, sitting on those eggs, keeping them warm and protecting them until they hatched. And then once the eggs hatched and the babies were there, imagine all that care and protection that mama bird provided for her babies, going out to get food for them, sheltering them under her wings from the wind and the rain, protecting them from the dangers of predators, and teaching them how to survive and fly on their own. Are there ways in which the people in your life care for you that are similar to the ways that the mama bird cares for her babies? Are there ways in which God is present in your life that might look like a mother bird taking care of her young? We know that God isn't a man or a woman, that God has no gender. We should never let the limits of our language we use for God confuse us with how limitless God is. But we can use language to help us understand and encounter God. So let's take a moment and think about God as a mother. Maybe that might help us understand and know God better. Mothers can be caring, loving, creative, protective, and a place to come and rest. Can you think about God in that way? God is love, and where you find love, you find God. You find that care, that love, that creation, that protection, and rest. Today is Mother's Day, and of course it is a day to thank all the wonderful mothers in our lives. But I'd like us to expand that thanks a little bit more. We are all created in God's image. And if one image of God is the image of a mother, maybe we all have mothering qualities inside of us. Maybe some of the adults listening can think about multiple people throughout their lives that showed them love and care, that taught them to create, that provided protection and provided rest. That might not have the exact title of a mother, but were mothering figures to them. Let's thank those people today. And kids, you were created in the image of God too, so you have those things inside you. The way you care for your pets, the way that you love your siblings and your friends. Remember that when you show love and when you care for things, you are showing the love of God. You were created in the image of God. So thank you to all the mothers today, and let's remember that we can bring care and love, that we can be creative, that we can show protection, and that we can provide rest for the people in our lives, and that we can find those things in God. I hope you have a great day. I miss you, and I can't wait to see you soon.